Hey, Lisa Moore here from the Crow and Moore Show, heard every Sunday night on blogtalkradio.com, and here I am with another special Crow and Moore report for this week. Week after Thanksgiving, the week after Black Weekend. Not all weeks of news are filled with political news for political junkies like myself and my co-host Vincent Crow. Sometimes weeks are filled with hilarious, crazy news items that you just can't get enough of. Case in point, did you know that Albert Einstein left his brain to science so that it could be studied by fellow scientists? If I knew that, I forgot. Anyway, it turns out that upon dissection and observation of Einstein's brain, it did have several unique qualities. Now, the conclusions that the scientists made after studying his brain were not all that conclusive. In other words, they are not sure if the differences in his brain, the unique findings in the structure of his brain, had something to do with his genius, or if his brain developed those abnormalities due to the way that he used his brain. We may never know, because it turns out that I don't think anybody can find the samples of his brain tissue. The scientists that did the studying, I think, have all passed away. And can you imagine that? How can you lose Einstein's brain? That's just beyond me. Okay, in crazier news, we all know that the government of North Korea is a little bit wacky, especially since the son of despot Kim Jong-il took over when the dictator died. He's a little bit younger, a little bit more immature. But I cannot believe the news out of today. If you're savvy online, then you've heard of a parody news organization, website, publication called The Onion. Okay? They love to do parody of news. Well, apparently, they named North Korea's dear leader, Kim Jong-un, the sexiest man alive, okay? And I believe China ran with the story, and possibly in North Korea too. Apparently, the dictator himself thought the story was real. Let's just say that there's some people that are not too happy once they found out that he really wasn't the sexiest man alive. The thing that's so funny about this is the parody went on to talk about his sense of fashion and things like that. The man wears an ugly gray uniform every day. Every picture that you ever see him pictured in, he's wearing this ridiculous, nasty looking uniform. And I love men in uniform, but it just doesn't do anything for me, I'm telling you. Anyway, let's just say there were some hard feelings. Hard feelings indeed. As if those two stories weren't enough to fill your week with craziness, apparently NASA has made some findings with the Mars rover, and supposedly they were going to be making a much ballyhooed announcement. What did they find? What could they have possibly found? A monolith? Where people's husbands come from? I don't know what they could have possibly found. And I don't know why they're being so mum on what they found so far. Why is it that anytime anything good happens with NASA, there's always got to be some kind of secret behind it. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but come on, guys, just spit it out. Anyway, if you love those kind of stories, you will love the Crow and More Show, especially during happy hour, because happy hour is when we do entertainment reviews and crazy stories like these. Crazy stories that will make you think, laugh, smile, and wonder what the heck. Anyway, we will see you this Sunday night because we're going to try to do something special. That's right, it's Ask a Sunday. In other words, you got a question for Vincent, got a question for me, send it, email, and ask it. Or you can call the day of the show and ask it, okay? But I think it'd be fun to have all your questions and email and send them to me that way. And we'll talk to you on the air about the questions. So, Ask a Sunday. It's going to be great. And we hope to see you there 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? So don't be late. Don't be late. Don't forget to call because I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you Sunday night.